Hey, Creative Writing 2. This lesson is for Friday, April 17th, 2020. What I'm doing today is introducing your reading project that's going to be happening in tandem with your writing project. So both of them are long period rest of the try projects that is going to allow you for some autonomy in how you pace this, but it's also going to require discipline to meet the rough schedule that I have for you. Today, I'm just going to introduce the project. You'll be able to brainstorm things that maybe you want to read over the weekend, and I will be doing my best to start gathering resources for you to find reading materials to complete this. But don't stress about it right now, and potentially you already have things that you want to read, and you don't have to worry about it. All right, so this project is called Great Writing Comes from Great Reading. Your introduction for it is just this. There's a simple basic truth about writing. In order to do it well, you have to see how others have done it. Therefore, all of my Creative Writing 2 students will be reading books published by poets, fiction writers, and playwrights. The purpose is to give you some interaction with different genres of writing and to understand how the concepts that I taught you in Creative Writing 1 or that Ms. Benton taught you, how those are applied to the page. And then how to take that great writing, learn from it, and apply it to your own projects and future writing. So here's how it'll work. I'm going to ask you to read 3 different texts, one from each of the following categories or genres: fiction, poetry, drama. Drama meaning play. I'd also be okay if you read a screenplay. Text options. This is a little different than Benton did it in the past. I wanted to change up the requirements simply because of virtual learning, access to texts, and just my own belief about incorporating a little bit of student choice, especially since I know some of you and that you're already readers. So, on this document, I've provided a list of talented, celebrated authors in each of the genres. However, since this is a creative class and student choice should be celebrated, I am okay with you choosing authors and texts that are not represented. I simply require that you read one work of fiction, a collection of poetry, and one play. When submitting the assignment, simply provide the title, author, and a link to the text that you read. Your assignment is very short. After you complete each text, you will consider their writing style, and you'll write a paragraph or more explaining things you like about their writing style, whether that's diction, syntax, imagery, plot, characterization, dialogue, any of the things that you've learned, and how you will incorporate some of these aspects into the writing project that you'll be working on. You'll need to cite specific examples from the pieces that we read, so keep that in mind that as you're reading, you're annotating or saving those excerpts so that you can be as specific as possible because that is required. Again, that's specific textual quotes and examples from your reading. So suggested authors, the authors on the following list represent a wide range of styles, tastes, and difficulties. The authors that have stars by them are especially challenging. So if you're looking for a challenge, feel free to choose those authors. They've been broken up by fiction, poetry, and drama. Of course, since you get to choose what you read and expose yourself to, there are thousands of authors to choose from. This is just a little bit of direction for some more challenging and classic celebrated authors. All right, so right now what I want you to be doing today is just brainstorming things that you'd be interested in reading. Maybe there's a play that you've always wanted to read, or a novel, or some short stories that have been on your to-do list and been sitting on your bookshelf. Maybe there's reading that you're doing for another class already that you can also apply to this class. I'm okay with that because it's what you're doing with the reading that is important to me, not that you're reading multiple novels and we're challenging you with page count or something like that. I just want you to read as a writer. Okay. Yes. So if you're choosing fiction, I recommend a fiction novel. I'm okay with a collection of short stories as well. If it's poetry, I just ask that you read a collection of poetry. So more than just one poem, all right? It needs to be a collection. And then if it's drama, it needs to be a play or a screenplay, I'm also okay with. I think that's it. Email me with questions or jump into my Google Meet. I'm going to post this on Classroom so that you have the directions, and then I will also try to start posting access to different texts. Um, these authors, especially because they are so classic, you're going to find a lot of their materials for free online. But I know that Ms. Beasing and the school have been working hard to figure out how to get you access to audiobooks, digital books, and other free works. If this is a struggle for anyone, just send me an email and we'll talk through it. Okay? Okay. Have a good weekend.